What was your childhood like? Because you say you moved from project to project and stuff like that. Like, you know, a lot of people say, "Oh, my life was hard," and blah 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 blah. I don't know if you had that story, but
No,
like,
for sure.
what was it? What was it like for you?
I mean, me coming up, even though I was brought up in the Jets, bro, single parent, my mom was like, you know what I mean, the only person that was in the household. Cause my dad dipped when I was 3 years old. But honestly, my
You say
mom,
your dad died when you was 3
nah,
years
he
old.
dipped. He
He
left.
dipped.
Yeah, he
Okay,
left
okay.
us when I was 3 years old. So she did predominantly everything on her own. So me watching her like take care of me, I always gave her the utmost respect, man, because she made sure I didn't go without, regardless of what she was going through, regardless of what we was staying, living situations. So I cannot say I had it like as bad as other kids, because I got a lot of shit. I mean, but I can't sit here and say that I got every pair of Jordans that came out when it was time, or I was fresh every day. Mostly I had shit when it was time to go back to school, Christmas, holidays, but like
Regular shit.
other than that, I ain't really have it too good. But she made sure that I didn't really want, that I didn't need for nothing. I can honestly say that. And when it was time to give me shit that I really like wanted, she provided. So I can't say that I had a bad upbringing. You know what I mean? Like mine was all right. Besides, like my first time moving out the dub was my first time actually seeing a project. Like moving out there and seeing, moving from my aunt house to a house and going to a project, just seeing everybody standing outside. I'm like, well, what the fuck is this? What the hell you got me standing at? Walking in the crib, seeing hello roaches. I'm like, man, this shit here ain't right.
Treacherous.
But yeah, but you learn to adapt to shit like that, man. And that's just what it was, for real, for real.
So you said that your dad dipped when you was 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it kind of goes two ways for people. Like either they dad dip early and they don't really like feel like the void, like
Right.
they don't feel like they missing something because he dipped so early. So all you know is your mom.
Right, yeah.
And sometimes it's the opposite, where they feel like, dang, my dad wasn't there. If my dad was there, he could have taught me this, he could have taught me that, and they feel like something missing.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like for you? Like, did you feel like it was something missing, or did you feel like, shit, this all I know? All I know is my mom, so this is, what I'm saying? I don't know no different.
I mean, it was times that cause you know what I mean, like even though he dipped when I was 3, I like sporadically talked to him over the phone, like, but it'd be like years. Sometimes I think I was about fucking 8 years old. I remember him pulling up to out the dub to come see me. My mom like, who is that? I'm looking at the nigga come up the stairs like, shit, I don't know who is that. You tell me, goddamn it. So it was
Oh,
like,
God.
you know what I mean? So I spent time with him like every couple of years type shit, but it won't, I don't know, it ain't really bother me, because I still had a stepdad at the end of the day, and he was there. He like picked up the slack to where he didn't, so it wasn't too bad. But as I got older and realized, like, damn, this nigga really want in my goddamn life. So now that I got a daughter, I make sure that I'm the opposite of that, you know what I mean? But that shit ain't affect me, bro, for real, for real. I got big cousins and uncles who was there and held shit down, bought me clothes, and just because they knew my mom was this single parent, and they just came through and looked out for me, basically. So it wasn't bad. I can't complain.
For sure.
Shit was alright.
I think a lot of people try to come in the interview and be like, yeah, nigga, this shit was the trenches, this shit was this, shit was that. And I think a lot of times, like, me growing up, I didn't have a lot at all. Like, I used to get, my cousin can attest, like, I used to get all his hand-me-downs. We couldn't afford, like, clothes and shit for real, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't realize, like, how bad we was doing until I went to other people's crib.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When I went to like the white people crib, because I used to have friends that used to fuck with white girls.
Okay.
So we used to go to their crib, eat up all their food in their big ass crib. They be like, oh, I don't got no food. And you go in the refrigerator, it's like, oh, you got Hot Pockets, bitch, you got toaster strudels,
We ain't
you
got
got
none
all
of
of this
that.
shit. We don't got none of this shit. You talking about you don't got no
Right.
food. Bitch,
Bruh.
is you crazy? So we raided that shit. Anyways, I feel like a lot of times we don't realize it until we see something else.
Yeah, for sure. You right, though, because the people behind me was on the same type time. Fucking 4 kids, 1 bedroom. I always had my own bedroom and shit. So it's like a lot of shit you take for granted, man. You'll go to the neighbor's house. Motherfuckers, man, this shit just bad, bro. Shit just bad. And then, like I said, when we first got in there, it was a lot of roaches and shit, but as time go past, you go in my crib, it don't even like a dub crib. That shit, my mom had my shit right, bro. So it won't even nothing that I really could complain about, man. Like, I ain't realized what a project was, honestly, until I left there, man. And like, outside looking in, people like the hood, but we had it, like, I ain't gonna say we had it made out there, but we had it better than a lot of motherfuckers that stayed out there, man. She made sure that, like, Mom Dukes made sure that we was good out there.
That's
no
real.
Cap, yeah.
That's real.
But you right, though. A lot of niggas that sit there and cap. A lot of people, man, this shit just be weird, bro. Niggas be weird.
For a lot of people, it's not as bad as they make it seem. You know what I'm saying? Other people want to feel cool, like, yeah, I'm from the trenches, goddamn. I had it hard, goddamn. I was sleeping on roaches.
Right.
Roaches on my crawling on my eye when I was asleep. You know what I'm saying? That's how niggas act and shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, what's good, nigga? Yeah. You can stand up. Goddamn. So basically,